Hello everyone, welcome back to Workplace English Communication Context and Strategy. This is our second week on customer service. Let me show you the agenda for this week's video lecture. First, we will have a warm up. I'm going to invite you to identify different types of markets for me. Then I am going to ask you a few questions about the keywords I introduced to you. Then we will move on to finish our first reading of this unit, Going, Gone. But before we move on to the new paragraphs, I am going to ask you a few questions to check if you do understand the sections we went over last week. Then, in the second part of the video lecture today, we are going to deal with the remaining paragraphs of the article Going, Gone. Then I will ask you a few comprehension questions to check again if you do understand what the article talks about. Finally, I am going to assign you the first writing assignment. After listening to my explanation in the video, you will know exactly what the questions are and how you should complete this writing assignment. So, this is our agenda for today. Are you ready? Then let's get started. As you see, there are 5 images on this slide, and each image stands for a type of market we introduced last week. I am going to play you a 30-second long music. When the music is up, we will go over the answers together. So your time starts now. Alright, I hope you have your answers ready. To start, do any of these pictures have similar elements? Yes. If you take a look at the picture at the bottom left and the one at the bottom right, they both have rice. Then the question is, which one shows you a finished product and which one shows you the raw material? Of course, the one at the bottom right shows you the raw material, right? So the market that sells raw materials is called commodities market, and the one that sells finished products is called consumer goods market. Okay, so 2 are done, 3 more to go. Now let's take a look at the one in the middle. In this image, you see several advertisements of apartments, buildings, right? So this is, of course, the real estate market. Then let's take a look at the image on the upper left. You see a lot of people going to work or going from one place to another. This is, of course, the labor market. Then finally, let's take a look at the image on the right. You see TSMC. This should be a familiar name to everyone in Taiwan because this is the pillar of the economy of our nation. 台积电,护国神山. And on the right, you see line graphs with green and red dots going up and numbers on the right. So this is, of course, the stock market. I hope you have got them all correct. Now let's move on. Please take a look at the 3 short definitions on the slide. I would like you to pause the lecture for 15 seconds, then come back to check your answers with me. So now please do that. Okay, I assume you did what I asked you to do. Then now let's talk about them. The first one, the process of talking about something to reach an agreement. This is, of course, negotiation. And I also introduced 2 useful expressions about negotiation to you last week. When someone has more advantages in the discussion, then we will say this person negotiates from the position of strength. On the other hand, when someone has no advantages in the discussion, then we will say this person negotiates from the position of weakness. These 2 phrases are indeed useful. I do hope you can use them in speaking in the future. 3 more to go. The same. Please pause the lecture to have a look at them. Okay, now let's take a look at what each one stands for. The public sale of goods where people offer money for each item. I remember I showed you an image from the movie Sex and the City that describes, or I should say that dramatizes what we talk about here. So this occasion is what we call an auction. And the person who offer prices in the auction is called a bidder. And the money he or she offers is called a bid. And the place where buyers and sellers trade is what we call a marketplace. And what does B2B stands for? B2B stands for business to business, meaning these 2 groups of people, they are doing businesses. They are not consumers. They sell goods to each other to help them sell to consumers. Alright, so these are the key words we talked about last week. If you still remember last week, I asked you to use the context of the example sentences I offer you to determine their meanings before I explain what they really are to you. Remember, this is how you should learn new vocabulary. First, try your best to use the context, and then you go to the dictionary to check if you get them right or wrong. Okay, before I move on to the new paragraphs of our reading, Going, Gone, I am going to ask you to answer these 3 questions about the first 3 paragraphs we talked about last week. Number 1, what is unique about eBay? What are eBay's customers in charge of? And finally, how did Pierre Omidyar make eBay different from others? The same. I am going to play a 30-second long music. When the music is up, we will go over the answers together. Okay, time's up. So the first question, what is unique about eBay? You can find the answer from the introduction, right? Or I should say the subtitle. What is unique about eBay? It's unique. It's unique relationships with the customers. And what are eBay's customers in charge of? I believe you can find the answer from the second paragraph. In fact, the topic sentence tells you that. The eBay customers play multiple roles, right? They are responsible for development, research, and merchandising, all roll into one, all combine into one person. And finally, how did Pierre Omidyar make eBay different from others? The feedback forum, right? Customers are asked to give each one or each other scores so that the quality can be good. And they even help police the websites. Okay? So these are the main ideas you must remember from our lecture last week.